Good morning, dear students. Welcome back in your online physics class. Today we are going to start a very interesting topic, that is work. So, in this chapter, we are going to understand that physics concept of work. We'll correctly identify work from given situations, recall and show understanding of formula to calculate work done, and solve related problems involving work. Now, work is so common word, you must have heard it in everyday life a lot of times. Whenever you are reading and you have gone through your exams, you were reading from morning till evening, and you says that I have done a lot of work, and your mom also feels happy कि yes, the child was sitting at the same place from so many hours and he was reading, he have done so many work. Also, when you goes to the school and teacher asks why do you have done your homework, and you used to say yes ma'am, I have done my work. Okay. And if you are doing the cycling, you are paddling the bicycle, you says I have done a lot of work. You are going to the market, brings fruits or vegetables, and you says that I have done a lot of work. Your mom does so many work from morning till evening, and she says today I'm tired, I have done a lot of work. In everyday life, the work have some different meaning. Now in this picture you can see that this person is moving and this guy is working because he is going to office to work, as it may seem. And in another picture you can see that this boy is pushing a stationary wall with the force and feeling so much tired that he have done a lot of work. But this guy is not working. It seems to push the wall, but he is not working in the sense of physics. So students, as compared to your daily life, the work has some different meaning in terms of physics. So physics concept of work. What is considered as work done in physics? If you push a heavy shopping trolley for 10 meter, you have gone to the shopping mall and you are having a trolley and you are pushing it, you are moving it, then it is considered as work to be done. You lift your school bag upwards by 1 meter. You take your bag from your almirah and lift it and hold it on your shoulders. Then it is said to be work to be done in terms of physics. These are some examples that these are considered as work to be done. Now, what is not considered as work done in terms of physics? If you push a wall, no doubt you get tired, but still you have not done work. If you are jumping continuously on the same spot, just consider, if you are doing jumping, you feel tired. At home you says, I have done a lot of exercise, I have done a lot of work. But in terms of physics, you have done no work. Holding a chair and walking around the classroom. You are holding some weight and you are walking in the classroom and complete some rounds. But in terms of physics, you have done no work. Okay, so how we can define the quantity work in terms of physics? Work is said to be done when a force acts on an object and the object is displaced. There are two conditions in case of physics, that force should be applied on the object and the object should be displaced. If only one thing is there and other thing is not there, then we consider that work is not done. Like I said that when you are pushing the wall, in that case what was happening? The force was applied by you. but still the wall was not moving, and in that is not considered as the work done. Now you can see this is a surface and here is a block, and a constant force is applied on this block, and if this block moves and travels some distance, then we say that yes, work is done. Work done on an object is the product of force applied and displacement of the object. This is the formula: work done equal to force multiply displacement. Here we can write this formula: W is equal to F dot S, force multiply displacement. Now in some books there will be a cross sign between F and S. That's okay in 9th class, but when you will go in 11th class, this dot or this cross sign have different meanings. So I have applied only dot here. And what is meaning of it, we will see in next slides. Now what is SI unit of work? The SI unit of work is joule. CGS unit of work is erg. This is not given in your NCERT book. This is additional information that in CGS unit the unit of work is erg. And if you compare this SI unit with this CGS unit, then 1 joule equal to 10 raised to power 7 erg. So you will do these concepts in 11th. Here just you remember these things, that if you get some hard question paper and you get some questions, you can directly write the answers of those questions. Now main important thing, that work, what type of quantity is work? Actually it is a scalar quantity. Now here the question arises that as force is a vector quantity and displacement is also a vector quantity, and this work is the product of vector quantity with vector quantity, but still how it can be a scalar quantity? Yes, this concept also you will read in detail in 11th class, that this is the dot product of two vector quantities, and dot product of two vector quantities is always a scalar. So don't get confused, no problem here. Simply you just learn that work is a scalar quantity, and the reason behind it you will learn in 11th class. Now as we said, the SI unit of work is joule. So if question arises that define 1 joule of work or what is SI unit of work, then you can write the definition that if force is 1 Newton and displacement is 1 meter, then work done is 1 Newton meter or 1 joule. As we have written the formula, we will write the unit of force multiply, we will write the unit of displacement. So it is Newton meter, or simply we can say joule. Now for example, if a force of 5 Newton acts on an object and it is displaced through 2 meter in the direction of force, then work done is 5 Newton multiply 2 meter, simply force into displacement, that will be 10 Newton meter, that is equal to 10 joule. This is Newton multiply meter. Some students used to write Newton oblique meter, that is wrong. So it is Newton multiply meter, and it will be more better if you will directly write the joule. Now some more examples of work. You are helping to push your mother's heavy shopping cart with a force of 50 Newton for 200 meter. So 50 Newton force, 200 meter displacement. What is amount of work done? So work, as the formula gives, W is equal to force multiply displacement. We will directly multiply the things and we'll get the answer. These numericals can come in your exam, so do practice. Now here on this slide, all information is additional information, and you will read these things in your 11th class. But still I am giving you an idea of these things so that you will not get confused that why ma'am have written this dot between F and S. Okay, and why the work is a scalar quantity. So beta, actually work is equal to F dot S. If I am writing dot between F and S, it is considered as dot product of force and displacement. If I write that cross between F and S, that is cross product. So this dot product, simply you just learn here or understand here that when we open this F dot S, it means F as cos theta. Now this cos theta also you don't know about it, because this is trigonometry. You will read in detail in your 10th class. Sin theta, cos theta, tangent theta, etc. So don't worry about these cos theta or anything else. This theta is the angle between the displacement and force applied. Now just think, is always it happens that if you are applying force and that force is applied in horizontal direction only or in vertical direction only? No, it's not like that. You can see in this example that this cart is moving in horizontal direction, but this boy is pulling this cart in upward direction. This force is applied a little slant position. So this force and this displacement is making an angle. That angle is considered as theta. Okay, so this theta is the angle between force and displacement. And simply, if this cos theta, this is equal to positive if theta is acute. Acute angle means the angle between 0 to 90. If this cos theta is equal to negative, if theta is obtuse. Obtuse means 90 to 180, and this cos theta value will be 0 if theta equal to 90 degree. Here on this stage in 9th class, you simply remember these things. Detail of these things you will read some in 10th class and some in 11th class. Okay, now tell me, if this cos theta is positive, then F positive, displacement positive, then cos theta is positive, then what will be sign of work? That work will be positive. If this cos theta is negative, now this cos theta is negative, so this sign of work will be negative. And if this cos theta is 90 degree, theta is 90 degree, so cos theta is 0. So something multiplied with 0, the answer will be 0. So work will be 0. Now here don't confuse beta that ma'am you said that work is a scalar quantity and then still you are saying work is positive, negative or 0. If it is scalar, how it can be negative? So these all things you will read in 11th class. Here simply you learn that work is scalar quantity and still it can be negative. Okay, so these are some cases that if displacement is in the same direction in which force is applied, then the theta, that is angle between displacement and force, is 0 degree. You can see here, if the displacement is in forward direction and force is in backward direction, then the angle between this force and displacement is 180 degree, because these are in opposite directions. Here displacement is in this direction and force is perpendicular to this displacement, then theta is 90 degree, this case. Okay, in the same way, if applied force is in upward direction and displacement is also in upward direction, then theta is 0 degree. Means if directions are same, then theta is 0 degree. If directions are perpendicular, then theta is 90 degree, and if directions are opposite, then theta is 180 degree. And along with these, the direction of force can be at an angle, slanting, like in this case. When you push or pull a trolley, then the force is applied in a slanting direction. In that case, the theta have some other values. So depending on the direction of force applied and the object moves, we can give the types of work. In ninth class, we will simply read about the horizontal motions, that force is applied in a direction and the object moves in same direction or in opposite direction or in perpendicular direction. We will just discuss three cases in ninth class, these first three cases, okay, and this case also. We are not going to discuss any case in which this theta is involved, because you will read in 11th class about this theta, so don't get worried about it. This was for your additional information, this slide. You can leave this slide, no problem at all. Now, types of work. It can be positive, 0 or negative. Work done may be positive, 0 or negative depending on the angle between force and the displacement. If this force and displacement have acute angle, theta is less than 90 degree, then work done will be greater than 0, means positive. If this angle is 90 degree, then work done is 0. And if this angle is more than 90 degree, then that work will be negative work. Now, positive works definition. This is in your syllabus. You have to learn these things. That work done by force is positive if force and displacement are in the same direction. As we discussed in this case, force and displacement are in the same direction. In that case, the theta is equal to 0 degree. And if theta is acute, means from 0 to 90, then cos theta will be positive. And if cos theta is positive, then work will be positive. So, no need to go in detail. Simply you learn this definition here, that if both are in same direction, then work done is positive. And the angle between force and displacement is 0 degree. Okay, here in ninth you can write the answer, that is 0, angle between force and displacement. But in higher class you will write the correct answer of this question, that is acute angle. So I have written both here. Now examples of positive work. When we lift an object, the object moves upward in the direction of force. Here the work done is positive. Force applied in upward and the object moves in upward. So same direction, positive work. When we push a box and box moves forward, then work done by us is positive, because same direction of force and displacement, work done is positive. In the game of tug of war, work done by stronger or winning team is positive, because the stronger team is applying force to their side and the whole other team and the rope is moving to in the same direction in which they are applying force. So the work done by them is positive. We can see it in these pictures also, that this is a stronger team and this team is applying force in this direction, and this rope is also moving in the same direction. So work done by this team is positive. This person is applying force on this weight in upward direction and this weight is moving in upward direction. So work done by him is positive. This also angle theta is 30 degrees, so work done is positive. This girl is pushing this table in forward direction and the table is also moving in forward direction, so work done is positive. Now, definition of negative work. The work done by force is negative if the force and displacement are in opposite directions? Can it happen? Yes. Angle between force and displacement is 180 degree. Okay, as we have seen in this case, force is applied in this direction, object moves in this direction. In which case you have seen this? Just think. Have you heard about frictional force? Yes, frictional force. That object is moving in this direction, and we know that frictional force always acts in opposite direction. So frictional force is always doing negative work. So let us read some examples that when we lift an object, the object moves upward, the force of gravity acting downward on the object. The work done by the force of gravity is negative. Now here, compare this example with the example of positive work. Here again, we have given the same example. We are lifting an object in upward in the direction of force. Here work done is positive. So what is difference? In positive work done is positive by us. Work done by us is positive. And in the same case, if we are lifting an object and object is moving upward, in the same case, the gravity is applied in downward force, and therefore work done by gravity is negative. So always while writing the example, keep in your mind, for the same work we have to mention that work done by whom? By which agent? In the same example, work done by us is positive in lifting the object, but work done by gravity is negative. When we are lifting the object, the work done by gravity is negative. Let us read second example. When we push a box and box moves forward, then work done by frictional force is negative. Same example we have given in positive work. When we push a box and box moves forward, then work done by us is positive. So work done by whom? That is very important thing. If I ask that if you are pushing a box and box moves in forward direction, what is the nature of work done by you? Then work done by you is positive. But in the same case, work done by frictional force is negative. Because box is moving in forward and frictional force is acting in backward direction. So frictional force is doing negative work. In the game of tug of war, work done by weaker or losing team is negative. Here we have to write negative. By mistake it have written positive. Here will be negative. Now just see, this is weaker team and they are applying force in this direction, but still they are moving in forward because stronger team is applying more force. They are moving in the direction of stronger team. So work done by this weaker team is negative. Now here this boy is lifting this weight in upward direction, and this force of gravity is applied in downward direction. So that work done by this is, and this force of gravity is negative. Here also the object moves in this direction and force of friction is applied in backward direction. Here we have shown that the direction between movement and force is opposite, so angle is 180 degree. So you can understand these things. Third is zero work. The work done by force is zero if there is no displacement or if the force is perpendicular to the displacement. Force into displacement. If displacement 0, then the whole quantity is 0, work is 0. If both things are there, force is there, displacement is there, still work can be 0. Very important question. Can it happen if force is applied on the object and the object is displaced and still work is 0? Yes, it happens. If force and displacement, they are mutually perpendicular. So, when it is 0, when angle between force and displacement is at 90 degree or right angle. As we have discussed earlier, that cos 90 degree means 0. Here just you remember, cos 90 means 0 and 0 multiply with any quantity is 0. So work done will be 0. Now examples are like you are pushing a wall, a satellite is moving around a planet, walking with a bucket, and so many examples are there. Let us discuss these examples with the help of these pictures. These are simple examples. You are pushing the wall, but wall is not moving, means displacement 0, so work done 0. Now, if you are moving this object and still work is 0. Why? Because the force means the weight of this object is moving in, is acting in downward direction, but the movement of this object is in horizontal direction. So the angle between movement and this force is 90 degree, so its work is 0. As we discussed, a satellite moving around a planet. What is happening in that case? That the displacement direction of movement of this satellite is perpendicular to the centripetal force. As we discussed earlier in our motion chapter and force chapter also, that this centripetal force is acting towards the center and the direction of motion is perpendicular to it. So simply the work done will be 0 by this satellite. This potter carrying weight on the top of his head. This potter is moving perpendicular and the force applied is perpendicular to this displacement. So work done is 0. Now this is in text question beta. Simply a force of 7 Newton acts on an object. So force is given 7 Newton. Displacement is 8 meter. So let us take it that force acts on the object through the displacement. Means simply you have given by the statement that the direction of force and displacement is same. So what is the work done in this case? So how you will do this question? You will simply write the formula, that is W equal to force into displacement. Force is 7 Newton, displacement is 8 meter. Multiply it and you will get the answer. What will be unit? Unit will be joule. You will write Newton meter or joule. Now in text question page number 149, that when do you say that work is done? So write the definition here, that work is said to be done if force is applied on the object and the object get displaced. Question number 2, write an expression for work done when a force is acting on an object in the direction of its displacement. In this question you have to write the formula of work, that is work equal to force into displacement, that is W is equal to F dot S. That's it. Define 1 joule of work. We already discussed that work is said to be 1 joule if 1 Newton of force is applied and it causes a displacement of 1 meter. Question number 4. A pair of bullocks exert a force of 140 Newton on a plow. Force is given. Field being plowed is 15 meter long. This is length. It means the bullocks are moving along this length, means the displacement of this bullocks is 15 meter. So force is given, displacement is given, how much work is done, and you have to find work. So simply write the formula, put the values and multiply these and get the answer. Okay, some questions of assignment 1. What is the angle between force and displacement in case of positive work? So you simply write 0 degree angle. You can write acute also, that is also correct. For negative work, that is, you can write 180 degree. In your book it is given 180 degree, and for according to the higher studies you can write obtuse angle. Write any two examples of negative work. So you can write the examples we discussed in slides. A force of 10 Newton causes a displacement of 2 meter in a body. 10 Newton force is given, displacement 2 meter, force given, displacement given. Calculate the work done by the force. So direct formula based question. A coolie lifts a box of 15 kilogram. Here mass is given beta, force is not given. So what you will do? You will find the force from the mass. Mass, so force W is equal to M into G, and weight equal to force. From the ground to a height of 2 meter, displacement is given. Calculate work done by the coolie on the box, given G equal to 10 meter per second square. So simple question. So you will calculate F is equal to W is equal to mg. G is 10, M is 15. 15 multiplied 10 is 150 Newton will be your force, and height is 2 meter. So 150 multiplied 2, you will get 300 joule answer. So this was about work beta. Write the answers of these questions in your fair notebooks and write the notes. I have sent a PDF on your Google class. So thank you.